Peace. Happy now. Now's the vibrate. Not too far in the future. Not too far in the past. Right now. Why you always smiling in this intro? Cause I'm feeling the love and happiness all the time. With peace, you know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I know y'all looking at the surroundings. This is not a cooking video. I'm not about to be in the kitchen. This is not cooking with universal frequencies. I'm back home, you know what I'm saying, in Opelousas, Louisiana, at my mom's crib. You know, As a matter of fact, speaking of being Opelousas, enjoyed myself this weekend, you know, which is a deep, deep connection, which I'm gonna get into also. This video gonna be about my visit to Opelousas, dealing with old vibrations like going back home and things of that nature, you know what I'm saying? And just raising the vibration. And sometimes some videos, man, I just want to get down. I want to get to a point where my videos, where I just start them, I can just run it, and then I just find a title for it later. But one of the things I thought of while I was out here is like well, it dawned on me, about like helping people and stuff like that. And I was like, what good am I to the process of raising vibrations if I'm not actually, out and about socially connecting with people? You know what I'm saying? Like, what good am I if I'm in the corner meditating? You know what I'm saying? In the mountains somewhere meditating and not, actually interacting with people, which there is a gray area to that, because I mean, some people could, go in the mountains and meditate and manifest things through their meditation, you know what I'm saying, where they don't really have to physically indulge. But two is one of them things where that's for people with, when I get my meditative, and which though I don't want to be like that. I don't want to be super secluded, you know what I'm saying? Like I wanna be able to interact, but which at the same time I'm gonna get into it too though. You want to interact with people, but you also can't stay around lower vibrations for too long, you know what I'm saying? But it feel like, what good am I to helping people raise the vibration if I can't, connect and be around, shake hands, and actually, be around them and socialize and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Kind of, matter of fact, it kind of give off the feeling of being like, matter of fact, like Source's best angel, best player. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm Source's best angel, best player, and I wanna get on the court. I wanna play ball. You know what I'm saying? It's like being the best player, but sitting on the bench. You know what I'm saying? It's like, all right, man, like I want to help. I want to tell this person this and tell all these people, you know what I'm saying? I want to actually, socialize and show them that, this is, what with divinity, you know what I'm saying? That's how we all should be, you know what I'm saying? Basically being that change I want to see, but being it around people, you know what I'm saying? But it just kind of feel like, whenever I'm not, like when I'm just meditating, I'm just like introvert, not being around people. It's like, yeah, I'm making YouTube videos that's helped change it, but it's like it kind of feel like I could be doing more. I could be connecting physically and actually talking to a little kid face to face, like, oh yeah, this and that, or some person, and it just kind of just make you feel like I want to get out, like put me in the game, coach, like what I'm saying, like it's like I want to be around and interact, but like I say, it is, it is a dangerous thing, especially in these times with this portal shift. But it's a dangerous thing to like go back to the ego, to the lower vibrations. You know what I'm saying? Too much. Because another thing I was gonna say is you know, going in that ego, going back to that, that type of way, you know, that type of mind frame, like to say to socialize and clown with people, it's cool to socialize and clown and this and that, but you don't want to go too far back into the ego or back into the ego at all. You want to always remain conscious, because it's just like you see the movies like where you guys just like an undercover cop, you know what I'm saying? And at one point, or at what point does he get too deep into his role? You know what I'm saying? It's like like as a person that's on on a spiritual ascension, you know what I'm saying, person that's raising my vibration, I could go around the egotistical lower vibrations, but at what point is it where when I'm laughing and clowning, am I really being that? You know what I'm saying? Like, at some point you're gonna wake up and be like, damn, I'm talking and clowning too much like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm almost being back like the old Corey again. You know what I'm saying? Which is another thing. Like we're coming back to Opelousas resurface. But it's like being an undercover cop. Like I said, and you could get too far in the road where like the mob movies where that undercover cop, he just trying to find stuff out, but then he end up shooting some people dealing with the mob. Now he done became the mob. You know what I'm saying? Same type of thing. Like as a person raising the vibration and on a high vibrational you know level, in which is not no level like you up here, I'm just using these terminologies, but on a high vibrational level, you know what I'm saying, you don't want to stay in that role of like laughing and crying, being too egotistical for too long, because then you end up just going back to that and not ascending. You know what I'm saying? So it's a thin line between interacting with people and descending and going back into your ego. You know what I'm saying? You have to be careful with that. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, that's why all these words of consciousness and you got to be strong and wise and you got to have discipline. You know what I'm saying? Because even when I show, a lack of discipline, like say for instance, my most, how can I say, my activity that will show the least amount of of control would be my eating habits after I smoke. You know what I'm saying? After I smoke, it's kind of like I kind of like I don't control it as much as I should. Let me put it like that. But it's about just staying away from like a healthy relationship between like being high vibrational and connecting with people, trying to get them out their ego and this and that, but at the same time, like I said, you don't want to get lost in the road. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be so far in that you done forgot, like you done forgot you conscious, and now you back in essence calling females out their name, or whatever old type of mind frame you had. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Opelousas. You know what I'm saying? Like we from matter of fact, just being a city where it's basically mostly how can I say, it's not, because I don't like using those terminologies like poor and like, because we rich, man. We all soulfully rich and rich. And if you don't see it physically, it's there, you know what I'm saying? But, like, Opelousas has a lot of hood neighborhoods, things of this nature, and that's my environment I grew up in, you know what I'm saying? Like that's my friends, everybody, you know what I'm saying? We all grew up in this environment. And another thing too, to my people that's, on the ascension process, like coming back home, you know what I'm saying? Like if you from somewhere, or coming back to, a place that brings you back to the person you used to be, you know what I'm saying? Like that's also a treacherous grounds and stuff like that. Now I'm so far removed from like my drinking and doing drugs, all that coming back home, that look, I'm for sure, it's like nothing, you know what I'm saying? All I got is my herbs and my mushrooms and what Mother Earth packaged for me, you know what I'm saying? I don't deal with the old things that I used to deal with, but just as speaking to just everybody, whether you on a lower vibrational level, about to ascend, or you already ascended, and whatever. But this is good advice, just you gotta be careful, because in fact it's like the vibration is in the air, because it's like as soon as I touch down the Opelousas, it's like, oh, all right, gotta go walk around and run the street. I'm like, wait, hold on, Carrie, so I don't, you not living like that, no, you know what I'm saying? But like, it's just that vibration, when I get back home, it's like, oh shit, like the old Carrie almost, start to want to come out. And that's what a conscious, the real meaning of being conscious is being conscious in the moments of knowing that, all right, Carrie, no, you still one with source. You still, the universe. Your ego is not your real role. Don't forget, you know what I'm saying? You are an indigo child, within the physical body here on earth to help people. Don't get caught up in your old role, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I tell people, you just, and to each his own, different strokes for different folks. Like, some of us need to, and in some cases, sometimes, like, especially on my growth, like at the beginning, oh, yeah, I had to seclude myself, like, cleaning my subconscious all the time, you know what I'm saying? Seclude myself to meditation. So it all depends. Like, some of us could mingle with each other, some, with people that may be vibrating on a lower level or whatever the case may be. Some of us can't, you know what I'm saying? Some of us gotta send them positive vibes for meditation way in the mountains, you know, however, you know, to each his own. But that just, like I said, I'm speaking on my experience and how I want to connect with the people, you know, and just, you know, and let people know that, you know, is about that connection, you know, and not just leaving people hanging. That's like, what if God just, you know what I'm saying, left us hanging, you know what I'm saying? Like, well, God, like, you know what, I ain't even going, you know, brush shoulders with you, none of that, you know what I'm saying? I'm just always deal with you from way afar, you know what I'm saying? And that kind of has a feel of, you know, give you that feel of neglect, you know what I'm saying? Like, so you want to, you know, you want to be hands on, you know? And that's how I look at it. You know, I am source, you know, moving in this physical body. So I feel like my works are works of God. You know what I'm saying? They are all works of God. You know, they're all works of source. You know what I'm saying? And matter of fact, I was thinking of God. You know, we got to get off of that. God is a he thing too. It's like a feminine, masculine aspect. You know, the supreme architect, the last, the beginning, you know, end, in which there is no beginning or end, but the supreme source. You know what I'm saying? That's a masculine, feminine aspect, and not just one or the other. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I feel like God when I'm actually doing these things. So that's what it feel like. It feel like I'm being God, neglecting my people whenever I'm just super, you know, secluded and staying away from people and not doing, you know, not interacting and stuff like that. But like I say, I'm also an empath, so it's very detrimental for me if I, you know, if I end up in the wrong, like in the wrong places, it could really hurt my aura and stuff like that, you know. So, you know, really and truthfully, I'm the last person that really should be even really doing this. You know what I'm saying? As an empath, I gotta be real careful about the energy that I surround myself with. You know what I'm saying? Because I take on that energy, and anybody who been around me this weekend and know me, you know, like say for instance, like I'm a person where every time somebody the great, like, you know, say fam, you say bitch hoes, these little terminology like that, I like to correct that every time somebody say it, you know what I'm saying? But being in the environment where it's the majority, you know what I'm saying, in essence, and that don't make it, you know, all right, I should be quiet because majority, no, but I'm saying, like, you know, I try to be diplomatic or make it comfortable in a way where, you know, I can't just, oh man, no, just, man, stop. Which individually, yeah, I might tell a brethren, you know, man, you should find a better choice of words, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, you can't be, you know, it's hard to go around super cop and everything, like super angel, like, oh no, that's wrong, this negative, man, you got pot. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can't, I say you can't, I don't like using the word you can't, it's hard to, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, being in them around them lower vibrations, you know what I'm saying, I take on that. So when somebody go to saying, oh yeah, that bit, that whole, you know, I'm actually like kind of somewhat get going along with it. You know what I'm saying? That's the dangerousness of being around lower vibrations for high vibrational people, is that you'll go to taking on them vibrations, and then next thing you know, it's like shit. You might be back, you know, doing old things you're doing again. Like it's like, you know, kind of like if you was to like, oh man, this one piece of meat ain't gonna hurt. You know, if you was a vegetarian, you do that. Then it's like next thing you know, shit, you back just eating meat. You might as well not even be a vegetarian no more. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with the spirituality. You know, you raising your vibration, but if you go back and stay around the lower vibrations for too long, you know what I'm saying, then you gonna end up being back in it. You know what I'm saying, and starting from square one again. You know what I'm saying? But it's just something I wanted to share, and also, man, uh, bringing in like dropping a little stone knowledge with this, you know what I'm saying? Like how stones work with this, because I also noticed like when I got like high vibrational stones, you know, it's very, I barely could even go around people when I got high vibrational stones, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, it, like I say, it's hard to be around them low, and I say hard, but you know, you could feel it more. It's like polarizing, where it's like you feeling like an angel, and it's the opposite around you, like as far as the talk and this and that, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, and when I got high vibrational stones, it's like I'm be a walking angel, like I'm trying to correct everything, like, oh man, no, that's wrong, this wrong, man, look, you gotta look, bro, oh man, stay positive, man, you ain't gotta do this, you know what I'm saying? I'd be overworking myself, you know what I'm saying? and that's why most of the time. So when I do have high vibrational stones, I can't even go around anything that deals with lower vibration. I just kind of stay to myself, or what have you. But I don't really, I can't be around lower vibrations when I got my high vibrational stones. But now when I got my grounding stones, you know what I'm saying, it's a different story. When I got my grounding stones, I could be around those type of energies. Matter of fact, to a point where it don't even make me feel uncomfortable. So I could like, if I got the right grounding stones on me, I could hear like a little, be around some rap music that's like, kill this, kill that, and all that, all that type of shit, and not feel like, cause when I'm on my high vibration, like, not say I'm always on my high vibrational, but when I got stones that's on me too, that's keeping me on a high vibration, and I come across music like that, like it make my heart drop. Like I almost instantly start hurting inside when I hear that ignorant music or anything that's just like overly violent or overly ignorant. It's like my heart, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like damn. So, but like when I got grounding stones around me, it doesn't have that effect on me. But the flip side and dangerous side for me having grounding stones is I get too much in the ego. Then I get too much. I get too close to being the old car of, you know what I'm saying, laughing at jokes I shouldn't be laughing at, and not stopping people on negative rants that I should be stopping. You know what I'm saying? Like I fall out of that super spiritual mode, so I be trying to find that balance. But them grounding stones, it eliminates that hurting feeling when I'm around like anything that's of a lower vibration of negativity. You know what I'm saying? So the stones do play a role in that also for me. But ultimately too, man, and that's another thing. Dealing right now in November, matter of fact, this whole year, man, we got nothing but portals opening and closing. There's different type of energies that's surrounding us on Earth. You know what I'm saying? We ascending to out of this 3D reality into the 5D reality because we're in a matrix, so it's a matrix reality. But we're moving into this 5D reality. You know what I'm saying? And matter of fact, this trip for me to Opelousas is shedding, like, getting rid of the old things that no longer serve me, and saying hi, connecting. Matter of fact, it's kind of like I felt like I was connecting with people to try that last reach out, like to pull some people into that high vibration. Because, like, at this point, if you're not vibing on a high vibration or trying to ascend, or whatever the case may be, but if you're not vibing on the same or trying to vibe on the same vibration as me, we won't be able to connect, like, is like, because it ain't even like on purpose, like, yep, come to November this and that, I'm cutting off all lower vibration. Nah, it's not even. It's like it's something I can't even control. It's like, in order for me to ascend and feel comfortable, I have to be around like vibrations. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But November, matter of fact, November, you got the 1111 gate about to open. Matter of fact, on November 11th, you know. But basically, we getting rid of, right now is the last time to get rid of all the things that's no longer serving us. Because another dangerous thing about this time, too, is that you can't get caught up in your ego. Matter of fact, because it almost felt like I was like holding on, like I'm too close to ego. All right, and bringing some people back. You know what I'm saying? But at this point right now, you need to be cutting ego off. Like, oops, sorry, my brother and my sister and ego, like because at this point, certain things gonna stick with you like glue now from this point on. So you might want to get rid of all the things that that you don't want to, bothering y'all, that no longer serve you, so to speak, because things are changing, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, for instance, if you're not alone with the 5D change at this point, you might get stuck with the perception of the 3D reality where you gonna lose the perception of 5D and ascending, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta watch out, and right now in November is very crucial times to. And we got this new moon coming up also, and let me see when it's coming up. the new moon coming up on the 14th. You know what I'm saying? November 14th is the Taurus super moon. Matter of fact, is the closest the moon has been to Earth in a minute. And matter of fact, it's gonna be the closest to Earth. The next time it'll probably be close, just as close as when it's gonna come this time is around 2034. So put that in perspective. Y'all, matter of fact, might want to go out and catch that moon, because also that moon is gonna be the moon that brings completion. Matter of fact, because we're shedding, it's the 9 year cycle, and we're shedding all that karmic energy from the last 9 years. Moving into this next cycle. You know what I'm saying? And in November, you know what I'm saying? Like by the time the end of November come, whatever you kind of left holding on to, that's the baggage you're gonna bring into, you know. So it's about, shedding, like I say, unneeded energy, unwanted energy, energy that no longer serve you, energy that's detrimental to your growth, you know what I'm saying? You want to shed that. But yeah, and matter of fact, like I said, November 14th, you know what I'm saying? Right after November 11th, where the 11/11 portal open. But you got November 14th. And matter of fact, there's going to be a great time for manifestation. And like anybody who, you want to get something done, or you got some type of dreams or some heartfelt desires, you know what I'm saying, that you want to manifest, get out there in front of that moon, if you don't know about meditation or anything, like just and say what you want. Give out some affirmations. I'm pretty sure I'm a person. I like to look at the moon when I do stuff like that. But I'm pretty sure just the energy of it. You might not have to go outside and do it. Just be like when that moon, like November 14th, come. Just make sure you got positive vibes. You know what I'm saying? Like you got a positive brain, clean thoughts. As clean as you can keep them. You know what I'm saying? For my people who don't meditate yet. You know what I'm saying? But you want to have that brain as positive and you know, as confident as possible on your dreams and manifesting things. You know what I'm saying? Because that energy is gonna be strong. You know what I'm saying, on that night. So it's definitely something you want to make sure you take care of. Because like I say, is at that point. And that's also a significance to it too. You know what I'm saying? Where like in November 14 with the moon is also signifying, like I say, the completion. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, all right, that complete shed, and evolving to the next stage. You know what I'm saying? And getting rid of all the old things, old people, old places, and things that no longer serve us. You know what I'm saying? Like this whole little money, and like what I was about to bring into full circle, which is it's not coincidence, but the little bazaar in Opelousas, the little thing I came out to is always in November. But it's funny how it was lined up for me to come home in November. You know what I'm saying? And kind of give those last, like, whether it's meeting people that is ascending, and like learning, and bringing new friends and people along for the ride, or whether it's learning that, all right, I'm cutting some people out, you know what I'm saying? Which is a reality of life. It ain't nothing like, like you gotta feel bad or like I'm doing something wrong. No. I mean, sometimes, vice versa. Like I wouldn't want to, be a detriment to somebody else's life. Like say for with my meditation and all this, I'm a detriment to somebody's, like, who's a a person who's real physical. Let's just say like that, where they bread and butter is about being physical. You know what I'm saying? And being around me messes them up. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna try to be around that person if I see that I'm detrimental to their growth. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the way your real friends and partners and stuff like that too. The people that really care about you. But it's all about moving away from the things that's detrimental to your growth, man, and ascending past it, because you could, with the November portal, you could get stuck in your old ways, you know what I'm saying, if you don't correct them right now, you know what I'm saying. So that's something to watch out for. And overall, man, you know, now it's about to just turn into just props and love for my city, man. I am so, bro. I coming home this weekend was such a beautiful experience. I want to just say peace and love to everybody, everybody back home, man. Well, at home, you know what I'm saying, man. Peace to all y'all, man. I saw a lot of people on the ascending process that just, man, and two, like with all this so saved violence, that's another lesson I like dealing with the media and stuff. With all this, like, in which we done had some violence in our city, a lot lately. But with all that, I realized like, all right, you got these 1 and 2 the altercations, but I mean, for the most part, the overall aspect of this city and the vibe is good. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I never saw so much like love and appreciation between each other and just knowledge kicking and just everything. Like, man, I was so pleased with my, you know what I'm saying? Cause which I see a lot of things too that which is funny because like the event I actually went to is a bazaar for the old church I used to go to Holy Ghost, Catholic Church, you know what I'm saying? Which it even showed too where even that system is breaking down. Like people know, like like man, matter of fact, like somebody was questioning where the proceeds of the are is the church giving the money to the people who supported the or is it gonna use it to you know get the preachers a new house and do all that other type of stuff, you know what I'm saying? Cause I'm a person like I raise questions. If anybody know, people know me. Look, religion. Look, it's bad enough. I let y'all play with it. Too. I ain't gonna say too much, but you know what I'm saying, man. That religion stuff don't do nothing but just control people and make things harder on the spiritual people that's trying to help everybody ascend. So that's why we you know what I'm saying, we don't be knocking at somebody. Like I'm glad that people, got some type of something, they look into like God or something, that's more than the actual self. They looking into some high power or whatever. But I mean, when the high power you're looking into is detrimental to all our survival in the essence of where it got us worshiping wrong, you know what I'm saying, and where you shouldn't even be worshiping anything, you know what I'm saying, more of, giving thanks and praise and being grateful of being a part of the divine, for God, for source, for the universe, for allowing you to be a part of it and vice versa, you know what I'm saying, like we all one, you know what I'm saying? So people gotta get off of that worshiping and stuff too. But I was still like I said, I was glad with my visit, cause even the people who are churchgoers and stuff like that, like I say, like like it's still, at least they praising God, you know what I'm saying? Like that's that type of feeling I get, like at least they praising God and they getting some type of. But like I say, we gotta start moving in, to the realness of the spirituality situation, cause by giving in to the fakeness of these churches and things of this nature, we're only helping the problem. It's like kind of like giving a crackhead a piece of crack and saying, well, at least you're getting it from me, so, mess up your life, but I mean, don't mess up your life, get better, but well, you're gonna do it anyway, so as long as you get it from me, here, we need to stop giving our church going people that little piece of crack, so to speak, you know what I'm saying? That piece of crack called JC, you know what I'm saying? That's killing people just like the crack on the street, man. It's a drug that's killing people, man. That fake false worship, you know what I'm saying? AWAS, I mean not AWAS, Offset, you know what I'm saying? Heru, you know what I'm saying? Osar, that's where all that story of Mary and Jesus, all that been came from the land of Kemet. As a matter of fact, I'm doing so much research and all this too. I'm starting to feel like my brethren Bobby, Hemming, and Valentine and them. And if you, which I don't want to argue or anything, but if you want to like test it, come on, I got scholarship. Like my brethren say, look, I got scholarship behind this, so I got like proven like dates and stuff like in 1491, knowing when the Moors signed a little treaty for Christopher Columbus to even actually get lost at sea. You know what I'm saying? Like I know these type of things and these dates and when all this happened. I know that the Spanx water erosion is older than the Bible and the Quran, so that basically just discredit the whole religion situation. I know these things, so if you wanna, you know, talk knowledge and run it, and come to me, you know what I'm saying? We could do that, you know what I'm saying? Because matter of fact, too, like what people be trying to teach me, people still be trying to teach me in essence, where it's like, because that's the thing. I'm humble, as a wise person. Being wise is knowing that you never. It's always something to learn, but the reality of the situation is when you be around some people where they don't, the ego stepping away and they don't want you teaching them or running it like you teaching them, so they kind of got to feel like, well, yeah, let me say some things and make it seem like I'm teaching him, putting him on game. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta stop that egotistical stuff, man. We gotta share knowledge. It's not about who know the most knowledge or who teaching who or what, man. It's about an unconditional love about it and sharing the knowledge, man. Being a 5%er, man. Sharing the knowledge and raising the vibration. But that's about it, man. Just want to say, man, I'm so grateful and thankful for this visit, man. I was so glad to see so many people I connected with, man. Like, it was just a blessed trip, man. Just all in general. Like, as a matter of fact, and I want to end on this note too. Another thing, look like I noticed, like how, like with the reincarnation process. But I'm realizing in my city, man, we got a population of probably like 22,000, something like that. You know what I'm saying? But like, bro, almost all my brethren and sisters, especially my brethren and sisters from like the 86, 87. I don't know. Matter of fact, because I was thinking to myself, and this is the last revelation that I'm coming with before I end the video, but like how they had that massive massacre in my city in Opelousas, Louisiana. Go look it up. Where like 300 slaves that got massacred. Matter of fact, ironically, oh, that's funny. Today is election day, and ironically, these 300 slaves got killed. You know what I'm saying? Trying to go vote and trying to, I don't know if they were marching for their voting rights or trying to vote, but it was something dealing with voting. You know what I'm saying? And 300 slaves got massacred in my city. You know what I'm saying? 300. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, that's a lot. But just in general, that's a lot, to be real. 300 people. I wonder, man, that person who did all that must be rotting in jail somewhere, huh? Anyway, huh. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? I was thinking about like how those slaves that, that transition and got, quote unquote killed, on that massacre day, may have like came back and reincarnated into like the people born in Opelousas in like 86, 87, 88ish. Like, I would, that little general area, man, like we are some people that's really on a mission. Like, whether it's some of us helping our city out with like, with community things, some of us getting into the politics. 'Cause this is the thing too, like politics ain't bad if you're getting into it and trying to change it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's only bad when you just give into what's already set up. You know what I'm saying? But if you're getting into politics to change it, then that's different. But like, but like my brethren and sister that's in the politics, lawyers, doctors, just and profound people, like people, you know what I'm saying, my brethren's rapping and and getting out there with the music and stuff, man. It's like it's a lot going on for us, and I was thinking like maybe like those 300 slaves that got massacred reincarnated into a lot of the 87, 86, 88 babies, you know what I'm saying? And that's why our spirit is so strong, with the growth and about making change and about making things happen. And matter of fact, that's the thing, because I just had that as a channel. Like, some told me, like, man, what if, not to say what if, someone was like, y'all possibly, now you say, because when I hear things, it ain't even like y'all possibly, it's more of like, y'all the slaves that from the massacre. And I say slaves, y'all the people from the massacre reincarnated. I got that in my head. I'm like, I'm gonna have to share that with people that, that I channeled that information. But, but it's funny though, like, but the vibrations in the city, man, is so beautiful and so lovely. And I just had a great weekend, man. It was just a lot of love and a lot of things positive. Like I say, like with the news, like just because one or two altercations, may happen. This is a population of 22,000 people. Like two, three, four, five, six, even 100 bad things, still don't make everything all bad. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing too. What I know is like, man, there was so much love and positivity and things to just, but bro, Peace. Just end on that note before I start to rambling and just going all over the place. I'm gonna leave it where it's at. But don't forget about the new moon. You know what I'm saying? November 14th. Don't forget that, start getting your vibrations in order, raising your vibration. Matter of fact, like the foods and stuff, your body gonna start hurting more if you don't answer it. Health is wealth. The reason why people build these CEOs build these big companies, get all this stuff together is because they're wealthy from the inside also. You know what I'm saying? They're healthy, so they that wealth, that health, personifies into to the things they do. You know what I'm saying? So you want to stay healthy also. Uh, you know, remember, with connecting with people, it's good to connect, you know what I'm saying, and grab our people out of the lower vibrations, but just watch yourself because you could get caught up in kind of like how the personification of, trying to grab somebody some water, or, save them off a cliff, you could possibly fall over that cliff too, so just watch yourself, you know what I'm saying? Be careful with that. But that's it, man. Much love to everybody, but for sure, much love to everybody in the city, man. I enjoyed my weekend like so much. Like to say like that's what another thing that surprised me. Like to say that I've been on my high vibrational, like I never wanted to be around. How could I say? Like the lower vibration tends, like all my people back home, they cook meat and still eat meat. They still listen to music that I may not agree with, but like it didn't bother me because it was my people. Like the love, from back in the day, that we always, that connection from just growing up with each other and just seeing everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like it was so strong that like the fact that it was around lower vibration, all that didn't even really phase me or really, matter. Like it was just like, man, I'm just loving being around, all the people, all my family, all the people I grew up with, everything. Like I just feeling the love, you know what I'm saying? Just very nostalgic. But again, for the third time, let me end this video. Peace. Happy now. Now's the vibrate. The rate at which we vibing is now, man. That's what stress get built from, is worrying about something that happened way long time ago. Or worrying about too much about what preparing the future or what the future got in store. Worrying too much about that and stress you out. But if you worry about the moment and you take care of what you got to take care of in the moment to change the past or to change the future, then it doesn't create stress because you're not trying to wonder what's going on. You're just doing. You're just changing. You're just being. You're now. I am. Matter of fact, instead of praying, you should be like, I am God. I am source. I am divinity. I am unconditional love. You know what I'm saying? Try that. But peace. Happy now. Not too far in the past. Not too far in the future. Right now. Blessings and love, man. Blessings and love.